بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ضيوفنا الكرام، حضورنا الأعزاء، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. إن خير ما نبدأ به لقاءنا اليوم هو آيات عطرة من ذكر الله الحكيم.
Assalamu alaikum. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to start this esteemed meeting with a few verses from the Holy Quran.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنا فتحنا لك فتحا مبينا ليغفر لك الله ما تقدم من ذنبك وما تأخر ويتم نعمته عليك ويهديك صراطا مستقيما وينصرك الله نصرا عزيزا هو الذي أنزل السكينة في قلوب المؤمنين ليزدادوا إيمانا مع إيمانهم ولله جنود السماوات والأرض وكان الله عليما حكيما.
صدق الله العظيم. أهلا وسهلا بكم فريقنا المعطاء، وأهلا بصاحب حفلنا اليوم المهندس صبحي بترجي. نحن اليوم سعداء بهذا الحفل، فإنكم نجوم أضاءت سماء شركتنا.
We would like to extend our warm regards to our esteemed guests and our very own engineer Subhi Batarji. We are extremely happy to have you grace us with your presence.
حضورنا الكريم، لنستمع الآن إلى كلمة قائد هذه الإنجاز وهذا المسيرة والعطاء، القائد الذي يبذل ما في وسعه لتخفيف آلام الناس وتعليم أبنائهم، الفاضل المهندس صبحي بترجي.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm impressed. Even though I came to this hall maybe 100 times, but I am impressed. I am impressed what I see. I see there is something in me that not very many people know. And that is Allah has given me a talent of looking in the future. And I can see a giant being born today. Wallah al-Azim. This company, this Megamind, will be the leading firm in IT, in healthcare, and in other industries. As a group, we are mainly concentrating on healthcare and education. And I see Megamind today and the way it's being arranged by its leadership. I see going into many places. And you can mark my words and you can record it and see it every year to see what I'm saying is coming into reality. And that is, I see this company a 5,000 people company in the next maybe 15 years, maybe sooner, God knows. I see you, for example, I see you doing billing for hospitals. I see you doing all IT solutions for smaller and medium-sized hospitals and clinics. I see you changing laws in countries in the developing world. And I see IT or HIS, Health Information Systems, in the healthcare industry. I see it mandatory. It must be mandatory. All healthcare organizations, healthcare services organizations must have IT as mandatory part of their same as they make hospitals, they make OR theaters, they make clinics, and they make labs and X-ray. They must adopt IT mandatory. I don't know about if you know the background. I'm an electrical engineer. With all humbleness, my organization SGH is the one who started IT or health information system in hospitals in 1988. Everybody, including King Faisal Specialist Hospital, they would do all paperwork. This company or this SGH is the one who introduced IT in healthcare in the 1988, yani more than 32 years ago. It was all mandatory. We are the ones who introduced PCs and file servers into this industry. It was only mainframe and mini frame and medium frames, or I don't know what. I see this company doing a lot of service, and I think each one of you should be proud that you are in this industry. Stick to it. This industry is directly related to relieving people's suffering. Thank God you are not in a tobacco industry or in liquor industry or all industries, except liquor and tobacco, are okay to me. But healthcare and healthcare education is different. You deal directly with human and with suffering. There are so many people suffering in this world. You know, with IT, how much suffering, how many lives you can save? I can tell you stories of how the alarm system in SGH, the alarm value systems, when a blood test of a patient reaches a certain level, alarming level, the IT system should send a message to the treating doctor, and to the management of that patient to catch him before he dies or before something harmful happens to him. This alarm system is in our system since more than 30 years ago. I am the one who introduced it in the system. It was actually my idea. There are hundreds of things that IT can do. So you should be proud that you are in this industry. Stick to it. Healthcare and health education, you see? There is nothing like this institute in the Arab world, in the private sector. There is nothing like it. This is a dream to me. Now we're building 25 like it. Smaller size, maybe different sizes depending on the city. But we started the second one in Asir already, education. We are now starting construction in Dubai of a medical college next door to our hospital. Now we're building medical cities, not anymore hospitals. It's called Batarji Medical Cities. We are building one now in Dubai, one in Alexandria in Egypt. And next door, in this area, there is 200,000 square meter plot where there is Batarji Medical City in Jeddah. There is Batarji Medical City in Makkah under construction. There is Batarji Medical City in Riyadh. It has all these units that we have, and Megamind is a critical part in this. Megamind is instrumental part of our growth. So I want to conclude this. I don't want to spend more of your time, but there are so many things to talk about. And IT, there is passion in me for IT. There is a lot of innovations. There is a lot of things you can do. And there is the sky is the limit for what IT could give. You have super leadership. Hamza Batarji, I know he's my son, but he's a train. He's a firebolt with Abu Faris and Wa'il, the two Wa'ils. They are there. You have super leadership, mashallah. And Muhandis Fahad, Engineer Fahad, is Allah's gift to our organization. The same thing for Engineer Wa'il Zuwaila and for Engineer Wa'il Bafel. With this leadership, I see the sky is the limit. We have many things to be done. I will get you busy in our group for the next 10 years, easy. The transformation you are making from Miko to Megamind is critical because this is the future. This is the future for growth. This is the future for promotion. This is the future for your families and your children. But in SGH, you are always the IT, and that's it. There, you are the IT future. And Megamind is a very dear subsidiary to me. I am also partner in Megamind, by the way. I don't know if you know that or not. Hamza is the major partner, but I am partner in it, and I will see that this company will never stop growing. Did I miss anything? Okay, thank you very much, and good luck. I'm sure you will have a lot of growth opportunities in the future.
حفلنا الكريم كل نجاح يبدأ بخطوات ثابتة وطموح لمستقبل مشرق، وفي هذا اليوم ومن هذا المنبر نبدأ بإذن الله خطواتنا نحو إنجازات لمستقبلنا المشرق. والآن مع كلمة رئيس الشركة صاحب الرؤية والطموح الأستاذ حمزة صبحي بترجي.
A strong oak tree full of wisdom starts with the smallest of seeds. This seed holds its ground, and with time and effort and many struggles, holds its ground and grows into the mightiest of trees. I would like to welcome on stage the visionary man who stands undeterred in the face of adversity and takes this company to ever higher grounds. Please welcome on stage the president of the company, Mr. Hamza Subhi Batarji.
Assalamu alaikum. I am very happy, honestly, to see everybody here. Gets me really happy and proud to be here. And I'm sure each one of you is proud that we have actually selected, and each one of you should be proud of himself that we have selected him, because each one of you is selected. You have to understand that. So we have selected you all the way from the north to south to east and west. So we got you from Asir, from Hail, from Medina, from Riyadh, and other places in Dammam as well. I am very happy today. Today there is a disruption in technology. Today we are moving from a cost center to a profit center, which is a department that is just a department in between probably 40 or 50 departments, to an actual company, which is a profit center that has internal clients, which are the hospital. So the hospital is an internal client that we are going to be accountable in terms of delivery, in terms of time, in terms of efficiency. And of course, at the end of the day, in terms of delivering the service to our patients, which should be in a speed of light. And I just want to hold for a second. Omer, I want to make sure the people that are on Zoom, they can see us. So where is the camera? Yeah, okay, perfect. So I would like to highlight today, there are different types of IT companies. There are IT companies that do the business services, which are the contractor business, which is the ERP services, infrastructure services, you name it. That's we do that as well, but a lot of companies do that. Another type of IT company is the companies that create products, create solutions. They have solution architects, they have product managers, and so on. And they have software houses, and they have business analysts, where most of you are here. What we do here is we get the requirements of the business. Today we have a business that have a lot of talents in terms of users, clients, doctors, and so on. We get information from them, and we use our latest technologies and latest researches through Gartners and other portals internationally to make sure that we get the latest trends. And what we do with that, we create our own products. Now, when we create our own products, we have our own value. And when we have our own value, then we can definitely be unique in the market and be unique as Megamind. And that's our main goal. You have to understand that. We are not here as a legacy company. We are here as an innovative company. That's what we call ourselves as a digital transformer. Means we transform organizations into the best and the optimal. Now, the third type of companies are the companies where they do incubators, right? Incubators means they invest in small, new upcoming companies, and as well, they create platforms. Creating platforms like, for example, Airbnb. I'm sure everybody knows Airbnb is the largest hotel company in the world, but does not own a hotel. Everybody knows Uber or Careem or things like that. These are platforms. So creating a platform is another type of IT companies where we also have that mindset in creating our own platform within the healthcare industry. So you have to understand that today we want to, and we are here to enter the market very strong, very innovative. And today, the direction of the entire world is technology. You go everywhere, it's technology. You go literally anywhere that would like to improve their bottom line, they're talking about technology and efficiency. The whole idea of technology and efficiency, it's having the three main pillars, which are the business analysts, and then the business analyst gets the requirements of the business, makes it into a process, and then it goes into the development life cycle. After it goes from the development life cycle, it goes to the testing and commissioning, and then it is going to be released to the customers. So, and I just want to elaborate more on that because I wanted to explain to you how we are going to be really creating efficiency, improving the operation by reducing probably manpower, and of course, improving the bottom line for our businesses. We have started already. This is not our start. Everybody should know. Megamind was here. We have had our good times and bad times. We learned from our mistakes, and we were happy from our achievements. Our achievements were much more than our mistakes. We have been in the market since 2016. We have achieved a lot of projects. We have been in UAE, in Egypt, and in Saudi Arabia. We have a lot of partners. We're going to be showing you that later on. Today is where we really transform and we become as a large conglomerate. We have our R&D office, software house is in Manila. I'm sure not all of you know that. We're also having right now our R&D office in Egypt. We're also having our sales office and PMO in Riyadh. And our headquarters are in Jeddah. And we also have another regional office in Dubai. What does that mean? Is we are getting multiple talents. We only accept talents in Megamind. So whoever is talented, please welcome him to come and join this team. I am happy to see Saudis as well. صراحة, I was not expecting to see that much of Saudis. نعم فيكم, it's a pleasure. And of course, everyone should know that Megamind is a multinational company. We will be having multiple nationalities. We would like to have that nationality mix and culture mix. I'd like to thank everybody again for trusting in me and trusting in Megamind, because we are going to be and we are moving powerful within the market. Inshallah, bismillah. Thank you very much and take care. Good luck.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you, Mr. Hamza. Gentlemen, good morning to all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, all of you. My name is Abdul Tayyib, and I am the organization development person in Megamind. So as we proceed towards the next set of programs, I just want to add what Mr. Hamza and of course Engineer Sobi did mention. We are into the engine for the business, for any business, is digital transformation. But I think the most important thing today as we start is the assembly here is of talented and intelligent minds. We have visionary and forward-looking leaders. We have a passionate new generation of leadership. A lot of wisdom, not only in terms of business, but in terms of providing the healthcare services, which is a beautiful attitude or mindset to start with. A new generation of leadership, talented, of course, in information technology. So that's the way to go forward. It's a very good start. Please abreast yourself. We are going to have an exciting round of presentations and forecasting what we foresee the company to be moving into. So without much ado, we would have a video coming up that will showcase Megamind. Thank you.
I am welcoming every one of you to our new company, Horse. Why I said Horse? Horse because this new company, Megamind, is our new horse. It's the new, we have 3 other horses in our group. I will explain to you what I mean by our new horse as we go along. But before that, I want to give you a bit of history about our family and our business. Our Batarji family business has started in the 40s, in the 1940s, almost 80 years ago. We were pharmaceutical dealers. We used to have pharmacies. It's called Batarji National Pharmacies. We used to bring, my grandfather and my uncles, they brought modern medicine to Saudi Arabia. We used to present about 30 world-class, the largest companies in the world in manufacturing of medicine, like Bayer and like Johnson & Johnson and things like that, Bristol Myers, etc. Now, after a while, we decided to go into the medical services and medical education. Our main business now is in building hospitals. You can imagine our group as an aircraft carrier in the center with about 25 support ships around it. Support ships like minesweeper ship, like telecommunications ship, like supply ship. They all work around the aircraft carrier to support it. Our main business is the aircraft carrier, and there are other support ships which I make them describe them like a horse. These main ships, they protect the aircraft carrier, but the power of this group is in the aircraft carrier and the aircrafts that it can carry. This is our main hospital businesses, which is in Saudi Arabia, about 6 hospitals in Jeddah, Asir 2021, inshallah. We are also having 6 hospitals in Emirates, which is in Dubai, Sharjah, Ajman, and we're building 3 more subspecialty hospitals, and probably you will hear about us soon in Abu Dhabi and in Fujairah. We are also expanding in Egypt. We have 1 hospital in Egypt, in Cairo, and we are adding 1 more hospital in Alexandria by end of this year, and we are starting a new hospital in Al-Jiza, west of Cairo. And also in March, we will be starting a hospital in Casablanca in Morocco. That's our main hospital. But these support ships are International Hospital Construction Company, IHCC, which is a construction company that builds and designs all our hospitals and equip our hospitals also. And there is another company called Humania, which is a financial company which brings finance to our group as the fuel, because money is like the fuel. And then another company called Bab Pharma, which is a company that in pharmaceutical business. It makes it is building factories. We are currently building the largest solution factory in the Middle East in Jeddah. It will be operational by 2023, inshallah. This is our future growth company, which we will rely a great deal on. This company now has about 100 and 120 people. I foresee that within the next 5 to 10 years, this company will have 5,000 people. It will be a great company. IHCC, for example, the International Hospital Construction Company, which is the first horse, it has 5,000 people now. I believe that Megamind will be, in the future, one of the best IT companies, if not the best IT company in the region, and not in healthcare. It will be in everything. Now IHCC is diversifying to be a healthcare developer. They build hospitals, they build medical schools, and they build real estate, and they build housing, and they diversified into so many things. And I believe that Megamind will also diversify, and they will include healthcare and healthcare education and industry, pharmaceutical industries, automation and industrial automation, and in many things. I believe Megamind will be also an accounting company. They will be doing billing, and they will be doing even cloud services to smaller hospitals and clinics, and I believe Megamind can do many unique things beyond imagination. I want you to understand that you are really lucky to be doing IT in healthcare, because healthcare is a very fine service, and it can because we are relieving people suffering and people pain. There is nothing more valuable than somebody's wife and somebody's children and somebody's mother and parents, father, parents, grandfather, and we are relieving their suffering. IT people in healthcare are just as important as doctors, because IT unifies the processes. IT simplifies the processes. IT controls the processes. IT brings value to the processes. You are as valuable as the doctors and as the medical staff, if not even more valuable. And I think you should consider yourself lucky that you have been chosen, that Allah has chosen you in this industry, because this industry is a fine industry, and there's nothing more gratifying and more pleasing than when somebody is in pain and his pain has been relieved. So streamline the processes. There is nothing more valuable than this. Healthcare is a very complicated industry, and IT simplifies the processes, and IT standardizes the processes, and you will be doing a great job. Even if you don't stay in Megamind, don't leave healthcare. Keep your IT experience in healthcare and stick to it. I advise you, as your father, as your brother, as your older brother, younger brother, whatever, healthcare is a fine industry. Stick to it. That's I can only tell you some of the story. I can tell you a story that happened to me when I was something like maybe 6 or 7 years old. We were in our old house in the old town in Jeddah more than 60 years ago. I was probably something like maybe 6 years or 7 years old, and we were sleeping in the balcony. There is no electricity at that time, or no air conditioning. No air conditioning at that time. And it was hot, and it was Ramadan, last day of Ramadan, sell for. And he told her that I have sold 1/4 of a riyal, rubu' riyal. So she said, oh, all this time for rubu' riyal only? And my father replied, no, I did not go for the rubu' riyal, the 1/4 of a riyal. I went there because the father, the patient, or the man had pain in his tooth, and he could not sleep. That's why I went to the pharmacy. We in this family, in this Batarji family, we were raised on these values. We were raised that money is not the main concern, but relieving suffering is. Of course, money is important. Of course, money is important because we have to pay staff, we have to pay expenses, we have to pay banks, we have to pay suppliers. Yes, but it's not the main reason. The main reason is we are creating more jobs. We are expanding to bring more relief to more people. Last year, we have served something between 2 to 3 million people, even with a 90% success rate. You're talking about people in millions we have relieved suffering, and I want you to be part of this satisfaction. Healthcare and IT, they go together. With all modesty, I can tell you that we in SGH brought IT into healthcare in the 80s. Everything was paper based. We introduced IT. We started SGH Jeddah with 35 PCs and a small file server. At that time, there were mini-frame and mainframe, and nobody believed that we can start a hospital this big in Jeddah with only 35 PCs and one file server. The CEO of that time was a Canadian man. He told me, you are putting an elephant over an ant. An elephant over an ant. A huge hospital over a file server and 35 PCs. And we did. And that is the main norms now. It's all PCs connected through file servers. So I wish you good luck. And I share with you another story that showed the power of SGH. Long time ago, when I started SGH Jeddah in 1988, I hated paperwork because paperwork was delaying my work. Files were lost, files were all over the hospital, and patients has to wait, and patients are coming looking behind the PC to the doctor and says, where is my file? He says, your file is here in the screen. And people were amazed by that, how the file could be in the screen. And it made a huge impact on us and our doctors and our speed of service at that time. And on quality, because papers were not lost, papers were scanned every day on the hard disk, and they were categorized in certain locations. So you want to go, you get outpatient file papers, you get inpatients, you get lab, you get X-ray, etc., etc. I'm telling you this information so that to show you there's so much I can tell you about the great journey we had in order to automate healthcare services. I wish you all the good luck. Don't underestimate what you are doing. You're doing a great job. You're going to impact people in Saudi Arabia, in Yemen, in UAE, in Egypt, in Morocco, and we are going to go even in Sub-Sahara, inshallah, very soon, in Uganda, in Kenya, in Nigeria, in Pakistan. So, to conclude, I want to tell you and advise you as your father and your elder brother or whatever, that we are all one company. Miko, Megamind, they are all interrelated, and I'm the chairman of all these companies. And I encourage the transformation. The transformation is an important step in your lives. Megamind is our future for IT in healthcare. Megamind is the new giant, is the new monster in IT healthcare and IT education and IT industry, all types of industry. Megamind is the future. Join them, and I wish you good luck. And you will be seeing my face more and more and more. And goodbye.
Assalamu alaikum, Megaminders. I'm happy today that it's going to be a very big day. Today where everybody should be proud of himself. Today is the day we all set our goals to reach our dreams. Setting a goal is not hard, but finding it is harder. Today we want to work as one hand. Today is a day was not a forgettable day. Today we change a department from a cost center to a profit center. I would like to highlight for all my Megaminders and Megamind team that sky is the limit. We will be focusing on multiple domains, multiple industries, but we will definitely be starting with the healthcare disruptive technologies, which that would lead to innovative solutions and increasing efficiencies, and of course improving our healthcare services, and last but not least is providing the best healthcare services for our patients. I would like to thank everybody who have actually believed in us, believed in our group, believed in me and the team. And I wish you all the best. And let's wish for a bright future and regional expansions. We plan to expand Pan-Pacific areas like Pakistan, all the way to Morocco. As you know, we have our sales office in the PMO in Riyadh, and we have our headquarters in Jeddah. We have our regional offices in UAE and our other regional offices in Egypt. As you all know, that we focus on end-to-end solutions, which is all the way from infrastructure, security, data centers, low currents, all the way to hardware, equipping hardwares, robotics, all the way to softwares in creative areas where we do our customized softwares or customized products. We are focusing around healthcare, but we definitely we will be focusing more into the construction industry, healthcare industry, education industry, pharmaceutical industry, and sky is the limit. So good luck, Megaminders, and welcome to Megamind IT Solutions, the digital disruptor. See you later.
So I'm excited and looking forward for this digital transformation to really work on innovative projects and implement the latest technology solutions.
Welcome Megamind. On behalf of Miko IT team, it's our pleasure and honor to be part of Megamind to achieve together the vision and the missions and goals of Megamind. The journey is started. Let's fly together. Thank you.
Hi Megaminder. I'm happy to have you part of our family. I'm excited about our transition and future.
Megamind offers a fantastic opportunity for commercializing IT and for creating a great Saudi-based MENA region IT organization. It is a wonderful opportunity. I wish everyone the best in the Megamind family.
Hi, it's a wonderful opportunity to work in latest technologies in the healthcare sector and serve the people.
It is amazing to be part of the journey. Let's do the future.
Well, I'm excited about this digital transformation because we're not witnessing a new era of technology, but we are implementing it.
I'm excited and feel proud to be a part of this digital transformation that will bring revolution in the healthcare IT industry.
Hi Megaminders. Today we are writing the future of the technology in the kingdom.
Hello Megaminders. It's a great opportunity to be a part of Megamind team. It's understanding the business needs, get connected to the latest technology to achieve the real successful digital transformation. Good luck for all, inshallah.
We are all excited about the Megamind transition, especially the digital transformation that will empower our people, that will engage our customer, that will optimize our operation, and lastly, the transformation of our services. We are Megamind.
Hi, we are Megaminds. Technology and digital transformation leads in the market.
I'm very excited that I am part of Megaminders. Yes, we are ready to lead the digital transformation of this era.
A very long-awaited transition is going to happen, inshallah, and I wish all the Megamind team success in the future endeavors.
Welcome Megaminders. We are looking for our success story with Megamind, and always the sky is the limit.
We are Megamind, customer experience oriented. We make the customer the hero of our story.
Hi Megaminders. I'm excited to work together in the transformation plan. Let's lead the world.
Hello Megaminders. I'm thrilled to be joining this team that's reshaping the digital transformation, eventually with the vision to serve many clients.
I'm very happy with this Megamind transition plan because I believe it will lead us to a very bright future.
Hello Megaminders. I'm excited.
After the inspiring video that we just had a glimpse, we saw the future, a small glimpse in the future. Also, I think a very significant message, small anecdotes in life, which Engineer Sobi shared with us, how a small, simple act of kindness and compassion can really make a huge difference in somebody's life. That should be the motto and the spirit behind the transition and the future that we are clocking ahead. Let me now invite to the stage Mr. Fahad Al Hussein, our Chief Executive Officer of Megamind, to share his thoughts and the future of the transition.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today is a historical day. Today is really an amazing day for every one of us. Having the amazing support from Mr. Chairman, Mr. Batarji, and the great cooperation and support as well from Mr. President Engineer Hamza, and the great experience from my colleagues Engineer Wael Zuela, Engineer Wael Bafel, and Joseph, and all the great team here in front of me. We're gonna have an amazing future ahead of us. I'm really so proud of what we reach right now. And they always say that if you want to predict the future, you need to understand the past. We have seen this amazing video where we did lots of achievements with limited of resources and having some challenges. Now we are united under one umbrella, under Megamind, and we're gonna have amazing success ahead of us. With my humble experience, where I worked in diverse domains in banking, telecom, healthcare, what we're going on right now is something that's really unique. It's something that would never happen in any other organization. This transition, where we have a large organization of BAB with 40 plus subsidiaries going for a complete digital transformation. Some of these hospitals or some of these companies are brownfield, some of them are greenfield, and some of them are under construction. It's a really amazing experience. So allow me please to introduce our strategy, our vision as Megaminders, and all of us to keep it in mind that we want to be that trusted information technology hub for our customers. How to do so? Our mission is that we will always implement the innovative and latest technologies. We will not follow others. We will set the benchmark with our value proposition, with focusing on return of investment, focusing on reliable and security solutions. We will really work hard. We will work smart. We're going to be so much professionals with the 4 pillars. So the first pillar is about the planning. We will plan always way ahead. 1 minute in planning saves 3 to 4 minutes in implementation. So we're not going to be ad hoc anymore. We're not going to be firefighters. We're always going to set our goals straight ahead. The other pillar is about the people. We have an amazing team. We don't have any discrimination about any gender or any nationality or any religion. We are one family. Megamind company culture will be always fair, will be always treating everyone transparently, teamwork. And the good thing about our structure right now is that we're all under one umbrella. Before, we used to see too many duplicate of efforts. We have an IT team here, an IT team over there, and so on. Now we're united. We have segregation of duties. There no more be conflict of interests, and we're gonna work on as well on the products where we're gonna own the IP. We're gonna work on the processes and partners. As a matter of fact, right now, we've been approached now by the government to partner with us. You remember Fahad, with the National Health Information Center, they have approached us to work with them. CCHI, 1 month back, we got appreciated in a ceremony to be one of the big players in the FEAS project. And this is just the beginning. Now we plan things carefully. So actually we started already the soft transition. The soft transition actually started in July 2020, but maybe most of you don't notice, but it was actually with the management of Megamind, and I really appreciate all the great work you've done. Sami Allah, Islam, Ahmed, Peter, and everyone. You've done, Shahid, everyone, you've done a really great job wearing 2 hats. The transition was not an easy job. Now we're in the official transition. And this is not the end. We have plans where we're gonna go to the market locally, and we're gonna go to the market globally. So the sky is the limit. There is no glass ceiling for your position or your career. The more that Megamind grows, the more you all grow with it. So we saw this in the video. So we will invest so much in Manila office. Where's Fahad Abu Bakr? Raise your hand. And the team and Peter. We're gonna invest a lot in our HIS. Believe me, with the support of Mr. Chairman and Engineer Hamza, we had the option actually to buy one of the HIS solutions, but it was not a strategic decision. The strategic decision was that we want to invest in our HIS. We've done the assessment, and really you did a good job. So we're going to continue investing in that. We're going to invest in e-services, in too many products, as well with the ERP solutions. So we're going to have 2 R&D offices. One is going to be in Manila, one is in Egypt, Cairo, and so on. This really shows how we are taking things serious. Usually IT companies, they just rent an office. Okay, no one knows about them. But this is really serious. We are going to have our own offices. As a matter of fact, we celebrated 2 weeks back on putting the Founders Zone. It will be on Batarji Street. It will be one of the modern and latest technology. It will be like Google offices. Sorry. I don't want to take a long time of you. We're going to have too many products, too many partnerships. We've been actually a strategic partner in the HIMSS conference. Our trusted clienteles, those will reach actually to thousands. The structure, as I spoke about, is very now flat. The good thing is that everyone is approachable. You may approach your director, you may approach your chief, you may approach myself or Mr. Hamza. Everyone is approachable. We care about so much about having a transparent, a fair, a teamwork, spirit, innovative environment. Next, so what are we going to do right now? We're all excited about the next step. So actually, we tried to summarize it into 5 points. So basically, we care so much about the employees. We care about you. So we have carefully studied all the options that we can do. And I appreciate Mr. Madani's support, Mr. Bara, and Dr. Shibil as well. So we appreciate everyone's support. So we've studied all the options. So we found that the best option is that all the employee benefits during his work in MECO will be transferred to Megamind and will continue. So his vacation balance, there was an option actually to pay his vacation balance. But I don't know, we said it's better that his balance as well to continues to Megamind, so that you can take your planned vacation. There's no interruption. Your gratuity, your end of service, all these will be transferred. So number 3 is about as well, every one of us will be signing 2 contracts. One contract is the clearance, so that you agree that it will be all transferred. Second one is that your new contract with Megamind. Next, or lastly, is that we are planning for relocation. So even me, I'm coming from Riyadh. We're all planning to relocate as feasible, as per the work need. So all will be planned to relocate to come to the head office, but we will plan it very carefully. So as of now, you report now functionally to your new line manager, your line director. But however, the site manager, either in SGH Riyadh, Medina, Hayy, Al Asir, wherever, he still has the authority to make a decision in case of any interpersonal issues. Attendance, behavior, whatever, he still has the authority. And finally is the relocation, where we're gonna plan it together, but we're targeting, inshallah, in 1 year, we all assemble together in one place. And thank you so much. I'm so happy for this really historical moment. Thanks a million. Okay, we worked hard. Thank you, Wael. Thank you. And we had very tough days. Okay, but this is the beauty of it, is that we're really proud of this achievement. Shukran marra ukhra. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Fahad. As you can see, the transition is a step in the future, a bright future, and a future that is going to take us forward miles ahead. We'll have our Chief Strategy Officer, Mr. Joseph, who will be joining us via web from Dubai. Mr. Joseph will be sharing with us the strategy going forward, the mission and the vision that Megamind wish to instill.
Yes, hello everyone. Can I have control so I can go to the next slide? Okay, I'm really looking forward to the transition. There's a very exciting time ahead. We're aiming to grow to become a commercial IT service provider, the likes of Saudi has never seen. I'm going to describe the strategy for you in 8 sections. There's more content in the slides that I'm going to cover, so people can see the presentation later and get more details. So I'm going to cover the main salient points, and hopefully it will give you some information. If you have any questions, please note down your questions, and later on you can give to your director and we can follow it up. The first is our tagline. We're going to be turning complex into simple. Okay,
it's not moving forward. So our tagline of complex into simple is very easy to understand. It's a great tagline for the company that Mr. Hamza has come up with, and really describes what we want to be doing in every corner of the company. So if we as an IT organization try to make things simple for ourselves and we do a simple job, what we're doing is we're transferring complexity to the customer and making IT complex for the customer. So we have to learn how we can understand the complexity so that we can simplify it, so we're making IT simple for the customer. The more complexity we deal with, the easier and simpler we are making it for our customer. And that's going to be our ideal. Next slide. We're going to be discussing the 4 pillars of Megamind. Can you give me control so I can go to the next page? How do I do the next page? Okay, so the 4 pillars of Megamind, we have this logo that has 4 circles, and that represents the 4 cores of our services and applications. So the first is our infrastructure and technology section, which is dealing with cabling, low current hardware, and we'll be getting into IoMT, which is Internet of Medical Things. We have AI, which is going to be a core across all our services. In the industry, we're going to start with healthcare IT as our core. We'll later branch into education and other industries, but healthcare IT will always be our core. And the last core is going to be our applications, which is our business solutions. Who we are. So we have these taglines about what kind of company we want to be. What is our culture? What do we want to try to strive for? So we want to be an information technology organization. We want to divide the organization underneath the divisions into subgroups so they can be focused on specialties. We need to be problem solvers. We can't be waiting for other people to give us information. Every single person in the company needs to learn how to be solving problems. We need to be ethical to each other. We need to be open and transparent. The only way we can learn is by raising problems and then solving those problems. We have to communicate to each other. We have to be pioneers. Export markets are not created by following other people. We must actively learn, and we must be unafraid, and we must be prepared to look at new solutions. In our specialties, we have to be proficient, we have to be experts, and we have to use newer technologies so we can be faster in deployment and in providing solutions. And of course, people must be reliable. The people are the engine of Megamind, not the technology. So we have to be able to give accurate feedback and follow up on tasks. With people being reliable, then we look at systems must be reliable. So applications and technology must be reliable, no outages. The strategy is divided into 4 sections: business, information, applications, and technology. Overall, the strategy is to anticipate and create market disruptions. We have to deliver the next generation of solutions. We can't be based ourselves in solutions that was around 10 years ago or 15 years ago. We must actively look to learn to move forward. We have to build innovation technology architectures. Technology architectures means platforms that can support multiple use cases, not single-use products. Once we create the products and we have anticipation of what we want to do in the market, very, very critical is operations. All the strategy in the world will mean nothing if we don't execute well. So we must not only invest in a pipeline of innovation and invest in new things, but we have to drive operational excellence. That's a very important part of our organization. Something to keep a note of is the deceptive change of technology. We have to realize that doing our day-to-day job, it looks like technology is improving in a linear pace, but it is deceptive. It's not. Right now, technology is increasing at an exponential rate. Technology is changing very fast, and we have to really have a mindset to say, yes, we need to keep up with this, because it may appear that technology is moving ahead, but actually it's moving ahead much faster than a lot of people realize. Today is the day of exponential change, and we're going to be one of the organizations that's going to be riding that wave. Part of the business strategy is to invest in standards. We don't want to do it alone. We don't want to create it's made here mentality. We want to use platforms, and we want to have ourselves aligned to international standards. Some of the standards are COBIT, ISO 20000, ISO 27000, HIMSS, and TOGAF. If you're unaware about any of these standards, let your director know, and we can get you more information on these. To manage success, we have to do 4 things. We have to take care of our people. We have to have good communication between each other. We have to have good training. We have to have our processes documented. We have to look at how do we automate processes. And then we've got to use technology, not just Excel and email. We've got to start using technology. We can't sell technology to others if we don't have the mindset of using technology. If we have good people, if we have good process, and we have good technology, then success can be measured by having compliance with standards and having KPIs. That will be the framework for how we can actually be successful and oversee the competition. The rollout of the strategy is we're starting with the 4 locations of Saudi, Egypt, UAE, and Manila. Then each division will set up their processes, so they've documented their core capabilities and their processes within the division. Each division will then establish their key partnerships and their outsourcing KPIs, so they can manage both capability internally and capacity externally. And once we have done that, then we can establish sales offices, and we'll start to expand. Our focus as a company is our major focus, which is really priority 1, 2, 3, and 4, is supporting Saudi German Hospital. They're the most important customer that we have. They're our world. Once we've got that bedded down and we're all satisfied with that support paradigm, then we'll expand to other BAB companies. Once we've done that, then we'll expand to external companies. And once we have achieved that, then we'll look for partners to take up our IT and our solutions and our IP and look to expand to other countries. Our main USP, unique sales proposition, is trust. It's very difficult to get trust, and it's very easy to lose trust. The main thing we want to differentiate ourselves when we're offering services is not here's a product or here's a service. It's when we walk into a customer, they go, we know that you respect us, we know you have competence, we know that you have consistency, and they will trust our services. And we have to earn that trust. I have documented this, which is a McKinsey model, which is strategy on a page. I'm not going to go through it now. There's not enough time. But when you see the presentation, you better look at that, and it describes a matrix of all the strategic elements. The information strategy, there's 4 major information domains, and then there's 4 major tool sets that we're managing as our information strategy. We've been managing HIS transactional database, ERP transactional database. We'll be investing in AI analytical data lakes. We'll be investing in BI analytics. And the 4 tooling areas to enable this is ETL, which is extract, transform, load. It's the management of databases. It's management of data capacity. And then it's going to be data quality programs. The application strategy in the past was raw Java, raw.NET, Visual Basic, web apps. That's the past. What we need to do is invest in the future. So our focus is going to be in future technologies such as RPA, robotic process automation, artificial intelligence, AI-assisted development, sometimes called low-code, IoT, and multi-device apps. So we are looking to move our organization to be in the forefront of future tech, not past tech. The 4 main technology areas are RPA, AI, low-code, and IoT. We'll have a framework of professional services and lines of business for our software solutions. I won't go into detail of all the software solutions. You'll have it in your presentation, but we're going to divide all our products into the following lines of business, such as customer experience will be customer-facing applications. AI products will be artificial intelligence modules. Healthcare, for example, will be your HIS applications. So we'll have a big portfolio of applications to suit many different types of customers. Some of the major applications that will be managed will be, of course, the third-party application ERP Oracle, our current HIS, which we're calling MM1, which will be upgraded to HIMSS level 6. And then we'll look at MM2, which will be a future HIS suitable for large organizations and integrating the latest technology. The technology strategy, of course, we know that early on in IT, it was mainframes and mini computers and client server, and in the end of the 90s is web. The next stage is going past web and it's going to cloud technologies, which is a multi-device. So it's no longer just a web application. That's now getting into old technology. The modern technology is applications that run on multiple devices, runs on your watch, runs on your sports shoe, runs on IoT devices, runs on TV screens, runs on your smartphone, runs on multiple devices, all connectable through the cloud. Some of the key technology strategy areas is virtualization and cloud, operating the data center with networking and server and monitoring, security services, perimeter security, ISO 27000, AI-assisted security products. We'll have a branch looking at sales, hardware sales, laptops, software licenses, and cabling and low current solutions, IP telephony and others. To finish off, I want to end with a bigger vision, a grand vision, not of the next 2 or 3 years, which is the strategy presented so far, but what's a grand vision for what Megamind can become? We have a real opportunity to become the first Saudi-based IT organization to create an international brand in IT. There are organizations, for example, in India, which 20 years ago nobody had heard of. And today, organizations like Cognizant and Wipro and Tata TCS are global brands worth billions. There's a real opportunity for Megamind to be the first to crack the global market and actually create a real brand. And the way that we do that is by having reliable services and investing in our own IP. Not only selling other people's products, but actually having our own products that then we can commercialize. We want to have intellectual property in our own products, and we'll be looking at what are the key strategic products we want to support, and we'll invest in IP of our own, and what are commodity items which we just will buy from third-party organizations and be resellers of. So we want to be recognized as a supporter and a leader in AI in healthcare. And if we're successful in all these things, we will then manage a network of strong partners, and through partners will allow our IP and our brand to go to other shores, to other countries. So we're starting with the traditional model of operations and support and reselling applications, and then we're moving into creating our own IP. And right now we're a partner of vendors, and we'll eventually create our own IP and we'll become the vendor with our own partner network. So thank you for listening. That's the presentation finished. We are Megaminders, and we're on a mission to open up the world of AI into healthcare for artificial intelligence and IT services and solutions. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joseph, for joining us. Before we move on to the next presenter, can we have all of you on your feet, please? Can all of you stand up, please? Please sit down. Please sit down. The panelists on the stage can still sit. Can we have you back on your feet, please? It's just a warm-up, please. Please stand up again. Thank you so much. So we heard Mr. Joseph say there are 4 pillars of Megamind. So I like all of you to clap in a sequence of 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 times. Please. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's for our 4 pillars. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That was just a little warm-up. Let us move to our next presenter, Mr. Wael Bafail. He is our Chief Service Delivery Officer, and he is going to present us the service delivery model for Megamind. Mr. Wael.
Assalamu alaikum. Actually, I'm really happy to be part of this team, this family. And also, I would like to thank Engineer Subhi, Mr. Hamza, Mr. Fahad, and the team for all the support that we got it, and we will get it, inshallah, in the future. So today, I will take you over the service delivery. I will explain the role. I will explain the structure that we have and the things that is, inshallah, coming for the future with the project and the change management and the IT governance. So the service delivery, where it fit as an operating model, we are actually in the middle between the strategy team and the service operation. So the strategy, putting some kind of innovation in the systems, products, or services, and we, as service delivery, developing these kind of services, deliver it to the customer, and then we hand it over to the service operation in order to maintain it and operate it in the future. Service delivery team actually consists of 3 areas: the project management team, the IT change management, and the IT governance. I will start with the project management team, which is led by Sami'ullah, Mr. Sami'ullah here. So, why do we need a project manager in our organization? Mainly the project manager is going to handle mainly 4 pillars here, which is very important in order to have a successful deliver projects. Scope management. So the project manager, he is responsible at ensuring that we are delivering the actual delivery, the expectation of the business within that project. We have the project management plan. So the project manager also is responsible to have organized project plan for the activity within the expected business timeline. Also, we have the communication management. So the project manager, he is tracking, he is reporting the progress of the project within the agreed steering committee with the stakeholders. We have also risk and issue management. So the project manager also, he is responsible to have a track for the risk and issue in the project and making sure that there is a mitigation and closure for these risk and issues. We in the Megamind, we are going to follow the best and the standard project management standard, which is the PMI standard, following this life cycle, the project life cycle. So the project manager will start the engagement whenever we have an approved projects. The project manager is going to follow these stages, starting from the initiation to planning to execution and until the closure. Each stage will have some kind of deliverables expected to be delivered by the project manager and the team. from technical team or from the business side, in order to ensure that we are delivering the right expectation of the business. We also introducing some kind of gates review. This is to ensure that whatever we are delivering to our customer or within Megamind, that meeting the expectation and the standard of the project management. MashaAllah, yani everybody know about that we signed the digital transformation with the MICO, which have a lot of projects that all of us going to learn, all of us will be proud of this delivery of these projects. This is a set of the project that we have. Actually, we have 56 projects going to be delivered for MICO. Starting for the things that inshallah to be delivered by 2021, we have the EHR, which is a new HIS system. It's going to be a paperless solution, an innovation solution for the hospital. We have the HIMSS accreditation. So we are going to have, inshallah, the certification for the HIMSS. We have the robotics, which is a solution that is going to automate all the some of the manual process that is going to be defined. We have a complete renovation, inshallah, for our infrastructure from network and security. We are going to introduce also a new mobile app for our customer. We have the TeleX program that's covering the ICU, radiology, and PACS is going to be using the tele solution. And we will have a lot of BI's things to be delivered, inshallah, from reporting and dashboard. Inshallah, in 2022, we have another set of program to be, inshallah, to be delivered. We have the performance management, the artificial intelligence platform, which is going to have a lot of solutions that we can deliver it to our customer. We have the voice AI, which is depending on that platform. We have a NOC and SOC for our infrastructure system. And we have also the wearable solutions for our patient. For 2023, we have the UCM, which is Unified Communication Manager, for the telephony system that we have in the environment. And we also, inshallah, will have a DR site for our data center. We will continue as a project manager to keep the communication between our team and the business and keeping a professional tracking for all the projects that we have. So this is the strategy of the reporting in the PMO. We are going to have some kind of weekly progress update for our stakeholders for these projects. We are going to introduce also the steering committee concept for decision making, for reporting some kind of high risk to be require the management decision in among cases. And also we'll have a portfolio review on the level that of all the project and how we are delivering versus the plan that we have. This is some of the achievement that we did it actually in the 2020. We have the Saudi German hospital in Dammam. We covered the complete infrastructure from passive, active component, telephony system, CCTV, the PACS, and the HIS system. In Medina, we did actually the upgrade for the HIS system to the new system. And actually, Nafis, which is I'm totally proud of all the effort that you did it actually, to be integrated actually with the Nafis as one of the first hospital in the kingdom. So moving to the change management, which is led by Ahmed Abdul Halim. We are introducing actually in the IT change management like a two track for the change. And just to explain to everyone, what is the change request? This is actually some kind of a changes happening to our existing system. It's not something new or a project. So we have like a two track. We have the normal change request and we have the emergency change request. The normal will follow the normal process, starting with the engagement of the BA, the business analysis, to continue all the analysis. It will get the approval. It will go to development in order to be developed. And then we'll go for the UAT and training before it enter to the release window, before it go to the deployment. However, in the emergency solution or emergency change, we will create something we call it a change arena. which is mainly bringing the business analysis, the change management officer, and the development and the business in one table, discussing the change, planning the activity, doing the development and doing the testing together in order just to speed up the change and have it deployed as soon as possible. Alhamdulillah, we did it actually. One release happened in the Saudi German in Jeddah, Saudi German hospital. This is the announcement that we send it. And طبعا, of course, thanks to all the team, to development and Mr. Ahmed. Alhamdulillah, we achieved one of the releases that we have it in the hospital. So moving to the IT governance. IT governance is led by Mr. Shahid. He's here. The role of the IT governance is covering different aspects, inshallah, in our organization. They are going to maintain all the policies for the Megamind. They are going to do a periodical update and control for all of these policies. They are going to act as a governance advisory for all of us. They are going to provide an end-to-end service of documentation and approving and publishing the policies. They are also going to maintain the hospital accreditations from IT perspective. This is actually the policy life cycle that we are going to introduce, inshallah, with the Megamind, starting by defining the new policies. Is going to be documented by our specialist. It's going to enter the review cycle with the business. So whenever we have a comment, it will go back again to the specialist to update it. Once it's reviewed and we don't have any further comments, it's going to go for the sign-off and published in our portal or for everyone. Each policy as a standard will have an expiry date. So we are introducing also the process for the expiration. So whenever we have a policy to be expired, it will follow this process here. We will define the expired policies. It will go to the specialist in order to be reviewed with the business before we again review it and publish it. This is one of the achievements that, mashallah, IT governance, they did it. We get the cap for Riyadh. Alhamdulillah, mashallah, with all the effort of the team. Special thanks to all the people there in Riyadh. And also, I didn't put it here, but mashallah, we was working very closely, thanks to John and Shahid for the engagement with the KPMG. We did a very great job for the auditing that we have it with the KPMG. And this is one of the achievements, actually. Thank you, everyone. And Abdul Tayyib.
Thank you, Mr. Wael Bafail. Let me invite Mr. Wael Zuela, our Chief Service Operation Officer, to present the service operations for Megamind. Wael.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Just before I start, I have 3 short messages. Don't worry, I will not take much time. First message to Mr. Chairman and Mr. President for your trusting on us to be selected, all of us, to be selected to join Megamind. The second message for Mr. Makarim, Dr. Shibl, Mr. Madani, and my colleagues in MICO for their support in the last 1.5 years and their beliefs in IT. The third message for my colleague in MICO IT. I would like to thank and to congratulate you. To thank you for the great and much efforts you did last year until today as a preparation for the digital transformation. And congratulations for being here today. We all selected, and this is not a secret. In Mr. Hamza's the first message, and Engineer Fahad, I received it from them. All of the team are selected and must to join Megamind. Okay, including even if we have some minor, not many, alhamdulillah, low performance, we still need them. And we have education and the training program for them, and we know in Megamind how to utilize them. why Megamind and why we need Megamind? Simple because the current expectations and the transitions being done now in one company of Batarji Group, Miku, we don't have even the current or the capable capacity and the structure to manage it. So that we need Megamind as a structured IT solution company to help us. In the old structure as department, you cannot fulfill everything because at the end you are just a cost for any company. Now in Megamind, no, you are the money makers, and this will be different in everything. All what we are looking for of technology, of new softwares, of new equipment will be there in Megamind because this is a focus in Megamind. What is the secret of Megamind? Mr. Hamza, Engineer Fahad, and my colleagues, we are focusing on the little things. You don't know how many meetings we do to just agree in one project or one function to be done. So I would like again to congratulate all of you. Thank you, sir, again. And please, I will start the presentation. We are talking today about the service operation management, which consists of 6 main functions. EHR, of course, to manage the HIS development, business intelligence, network and infrastructure, application support and training, and e-services, plus business analyst to manage the ERP and EHR business analyst. If we start by the business intelligence, and this is a new function provided here in Megamind, and we never have such a dedicated team leading now by Engineer Fahad Al-Ghamdi. He just joined us 2 months ago, and I can see also this short time, I can see his efforts, and currently he is managing 2 of strategic projects for the group. One is he is building now the data warehouse of 300 plus KPIs and dashboards. And the other project is clear projects, which mainly to fix the high percentage of rejections. This is main strategic project for the group. Engineer Fahad, he has 3 units, one for the solution architect, and one for the data management, and one for the development department. Wishing you all the best in your. Next, please. Next. HIS development, I would like to thank you very much, Peter, and your team, Fahad Abu Bakr, Alfaz, Jericho, all the team actually, for the great efforts they did. I will just mention 3 main projects which done last year, which is the upgrading of the HIS. We achieved 80% of MOH reports for the gaps in the old system. In 2020, imagine, Mr. President, alhamdulillah, we could to replace the HIS in 5 branches. Dammam, Asir, Riyadh, Medina, and Jeddah. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. And today the team, they are working in the upgrade of the HIS and for the requirements for HEM6. Plus, I would like to thank Engineer Ahmed Abdel Halim and Engineer Islam for their efforts for the OASIS implementation in Dammam and Asir. Nafis project, one of the big achievements done by the team. Thank you, Wael, for your leadership in this project. Actually, without your efforts with Engineer Fahad, I am very proud that we was there in this ceremony. And while the requirements was in a very short time, team literally, they work day and night to complete it, alhamdulillah. The last big achievements was the CAB accreditations, alhamdulillah, in all of our Miku branches. Thank you, Alfaz, for your technical work. Alhamdulillah, we did it on time. Currently, we have challenges. Currently, Peter, he is asking for to increase his team, and this is what we are working on, to have 46 developers to just work in the HIS. Next, please. Next, please. Network and infrastructure. I would like to thank Engineer Abdullah Omar. Unfortunately, he's not with us today. He's admitting in the hospital. Wishing him speedy recovery, inshallah. We have Engineer Samir. They did, alhamdulillah, a quick fix plan which was urgent required to fix the infrastructure and the network temporary until we go for the tendering and to complete our plan of replacing the current legacy network and infrastructure across the group to be ready to accommodate the new technology we are going to have, inshallah, very soon. Next. Application support. Actually, this new function provided also by Megamind. Now we are going to centralize the application support, Tier 1 and Tier 2, and this will be led by Engineer Islam. Tier 1 and Tier 2 will be managed by this team. Our target to reach to 1 minute response for any task, whatever it will come via phone or via our managed engine. For the training. Okay, next please. Next. For the training, this is also new function. We have, and this is very important function, by the way. Always we just, as IT in the department, because of the capacity of staff, just the user issue training, just we throw it in the user, and that's it. And sometimes we are doing fantastic work, but because of the lack of user training, the output of this module is not our expectation. So by having this unit, who will just focus in user training, by providing training materials, whatever video or manuals, or how to use guide, and also hand-to-hand with the user until we have user acceptance testing document. The user himself will mention, yes, I understand, and I can use this module. This is how we can guarantee, and this continuous, by the way, work. It is not one-time training. We will have like monthly and quarterly training for the critical function. This will be led by Engineer Said Mansour. For the business analysis, and this is also new concept. Before, also because of the capacity, we use just to take any request as a random request from or verbal request from the user, and just go to the development, whatever in ERP and HIS, to go to deploy it without any or further discussion in more details with the end user to get the actual requirements and to provide our recommendations. This is the main rule now of this team. Okay, I will start with the ERP. I would like to thank Engineer Mohammed Nashar, the ERP, the business analyst director, and his ERP consultant, Engineer Muhammad Ragab, Engineer Asim, for the fantastic work they did for the implementation of phase 1 for the ERP. Now we have re-implemented the ERP, next please, Oracle ERP, in finance, supply chain, and the new implementation for HR. Alhamdulillah, also Mr. Batarji, as a business, alhamdulillah, yani by next week we are finalizing the new partnership with Oracle. It is win-win deal. Alhamdulillah, we are proud by the achievements we did in this file. Now the team of ERP are working in phase 2, solution design being خلاص finalized, and the implementation will start inshallah next week. Our expectation gradually, the advanced functions and the modules and fully automation for the processes in supply chain and the finance will be in place inshallah in 6 months. Inshallah Rabbil Alamin. For the HIS business analysis, and this is as mentioned by my colleague Engineer Wael, the business analysis team started from the CR. The team already they finished 17 analysis in just last 3 months, mainly in the web HIS. Alhamdulillah, it is done and now delivered to Peter and the development team to do the required customization. E-service, this is very important also to talk about the e-service. If you remember, Mr. Batarji, the first version of our mobile app, we don't have even the basic function running well. And the problem, it was live. Just with in-house efforts and with minimum budget, Engineer Faraz, Said Faraz, he could to deploy the new mobile app, which we have now currently our basic function for taking appointment, checking medical file, and also to do the online payment. And alhamdulillah, also we are ready for any video consultation, telemedicine. Yani, ma'az Allah, for any reason to back again to have the telemedicine, we are there. we need for this one as urgent needs to say we are there. We have mobile app. This is not the end. By the new structure, next please, which we have this function which we don't have it before. Someone just focus in the GUI section, someone just focus in the middleware, someone just focus in portal development, mobile app section, DBA section, all of this function was one-man show for us. Now we have focusing in the little things to increase and improve the quality of our work. Thank you. I think I did not take much time, just I have short story I have to say. I visited Saudi German Hospital in 2005 for the first time because I was very proud in my previous work that I did the medical archiving scanning, okay, and I thought this was the first application. While Kodak came to me and they said, no, this solution was there in Saudi German Hospital years ago. So I visited to just see this solution. So I am very proud to be here and to be part of Baterjee Group. Thank you, sir.
Assalamu alaikum. I have listened, Anna, to all the presentations. And I want you to know that يعني, I'm an old-timer. I have been in this business for a long time. IT has always been my passion. What I have seen today, صراحة, and what has been accomplished by the team, every one of you, يعني, every one of you has mentioned by name. Wallahi, in 2020, you people did major service for us. يعني, our IT system was يعني, to accommodate our requirements 30 years ago, but it was not up to date to match or to meet our requirements today. Technology, as Joseph said, was going exponential. And I was يعني, holding meetings and meetings and meetings every day in order to catch up. I mean, mobile application, which was the one we did, it took us 2 years to do, and it was rubbish, piece of rubbish. This team has done it in 2 months. You people have done such a great job for us in year 20. Unbelievable. One now, when I have seen these presentations by the 3 gentlemen and by Joseph, يعني, you people blew up my mind. And يعني, as I told you, I'm an old timer in this. Today I felt this small of what is being told to me and what is ahead of us. The strategies and the planning and what has been implemented last year and in the future is just mind-blowing. And I am really today and now even 100 times more confident that this company and the way it has been structured and what I have seen in the presentation, starting by Hamza, by Fahad, by Wael Bafel, by Wael Zuela, by Joseph, by amazing. Wallahi, I'm telling you as an old-timer, I feel 100%, 1000% sure that this organization, this Megamind, will make a big impact. Will make a big impact in the industry, in the healthcare industry and in the education industry. I want to thank you for it. And I'm very much hopeful that I see you more making influence on people and on societies. Shukran. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, Mr. Baterjee. Thank you, gentlemen. We are moving now into a very pioneering stage. We'd like to invite the 3 gentlemen, the 3 executives, Mr. Fahad, Mr. Wael Zuela, Mr. Wael Bafail, to come on stage. They will be signing the contracts for Megamind. This is an occasion of immense pride and honor for us. They will be the first pioneers to put their signatures and acknowledgement. We'd like to have a big round of applause for the three gentlemen, please. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. A big round of applause for them. Congratulations and thank you very much. Thank you. Can we all have you back on your feet, please? Ladies and gentlemen, can you stand, please? I would like you to take a moment and look at your left and look at your right. Look at people on your left and look at the people on your right. And for 10 seconds, please give each of you, to all of us, please give a big round of applause. 10 seconds, please. You are a marvelous team.